Fabulous. And put my phone on silent. Okay, good. Hopefully you can see me. No, I might shut this curtain actually. To right behind. Hopefully that's a bit better. Okay, fabulous. So we're actually going to start on sitting down, either cross legs or wherever feels comfortable sitting down. Now I'm blocking out the sunshine, but the sunshine behind me, you just can't see anything. Okay, lovely. And just to begin with, we're just going to take some nice big deep breaths, and we're going to take our shoulders up to our ears and then pull them back and down behind us. So inhaling in, pull the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, pull the shoulders back and down. Lovely, breathing it in. Exhale, push back and down. Lovely, number 3. And out. And forward. Relax. And last one. And out. Lovely. So pulling the shoulders down. Feel like you're lengthening up through the spine. Nice long neck. And then we're just going to take our head from left to right. And what I want you to think about when you're taking your head left to right is breathing in on one side and then exhaling on the other side. In, right, breathing out. Get a little bit more movement in the neck. And the breath. Re-oxygenating. Lovely, one more. Lovely, good. And then taking your head back to the centre, where you take your ear down to your shoulder. Keep your shoulders pulling down. Lovely, just pulling that ear ever closer to the shoulder, feeling like you've got a nice stretch all down the side of this neck. Fabulous, good. From here, I you take, so I'm leading my right ear over to my right shoulder, so my left hand is going to push down, and you can really push into the floor, and you should feel the stretch intensifying in your neck just down here. Lovely, good. Just feeling that tension melting away. Now with my right hand, I'm just going to place my right hand on top of my head. Don't need to push down, just gently resting my hand on, and the weight of my hand is enough just to add a little bit extra tension. Just releasing it out. Good, lovely. Lifting that hand up and then lifting my head up. Good, taking it over to the other side. And then just beginning with, just feeling the stretch all down the right hand side of the neck. Just gently stretching it out. And then from here, we're going to take the left hand and push it down into the floor. So pushing it down, pulling this left shoulder down and away. And it should just intensify that stretch even more. Just releasing any tension we're holding in our neck. And then again, lifting up the left hand and just placing the hand on the top. You don't need to push down. Just the weight of the hand is enough. Just to add that extra bit of pressure. Just to release in the neck even more. Lifting up the hand and taking the head back up to centre. Your head ever so slightly to the side, and you're going to look down. I like to think of it as my nose is going to be in line with my nipple, or like looking towards my armpit. And we should start to feel a stretch coming on the back of the neck, slightly to one side, just the back of the neck here. Back, and again, pushing away with the opposite shoulder, pushing that shoulder down, pushing your hand into the floor, and then lifting your right hand up and just placing your hand on top of your head, just feeling the stretch all the way down the back of that neck. Lovely, good. Depending on how tense you've been feeling, how much you're holding in the back of this neck, it might feel really nice just to stretch it out. Lovely. Lift that hand up. And taking your head back up, twisting it over to the other side. So I'm now taking my nose in line with my left nipple. Lovely. And then lifting my hand, just placing it on the top of the head. Pushing away with the opposite hand. Feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. Just feeling it. Just releasing any tension that we're holding in that tendon. forwards. Lovely. Good work, guys. Lifting the hand back up, taking yourself back to normal. Head back in the middle. We're going to take it directly down. So just looking straight down into your lap. And then from here, interlinking your two fingers over the top of your head and just placing your hands on the top. Again, just feeling, you don't need to push down, just the weight of your hands is enough. And it will just be stretching all down the back of your neck here. Lovely. And if you wish to, you can just tilt your head from one side to the next, still looking down, but just almost like you're shaking your head gently from side to side. And you might feel any tension. If you feel a particular space that is maybe tighter on that part of the neck, just hold it there for a moment. Let the tension melt away. Good. And then lifting the hands off and taking yourself back up, be like normal. Fabulous. Good. From here, I want us to took our legs out in front of us. And so we've got our legs straight out in front of you. Okay, good. I want you to make sure you sat on your sitting bones. If you feel like your pelvis is rolling under and you're kind of tucking under, grab a cushion now and pop it underneath your butt, or grab some books or anything like that. I find like a really nice firm cushion. I've got a really good firm cushion here, which is ideal. And it just means by lifting up my hips slightly higher, it means I can actually have my pelvis neutral rather than rolling and tucking under. So it means that my back can stay nice and straight, and that I can actually focus on the stretch in my legs rather than in my lower back. So if you need that cushion, use it away. And if you want it to be slightly gentler, you can also use your cushion underneath it as well. Okay, lovely. From here, we're going to take a big deep breath in, reaching up, lengthening the spine, and then exhale, fold yourself forward. And just to begin with, I just want you to gently melt down and just feeling the stretch all down the back of these legs. Now, lifting it back up, big deep breath in again, lengthening up the spine, folding yourself forward as you exhale. And this time I want you to hold on to your legs or your ankles, wherever you can reach to, and pull your chest forward. So pulling on the legs just to stretch it slightly more, like leading your chest forward. Not too much, just nice and gentle. And then melt yourself down. Good. I want you to just notice where you feel the stretch when you're folding forward and then when you're lifting your chest further forward. See where you feel it most in your body, where you feel it in your legs, if you feel it in your bum maybe. Another big deep breath in. Exhaling, folding it forward. And this one completely over. Really nice. And lifting yourself back up. Lovely. Tuck your toes under. Move your cushion in the way. I want you to take yourself onto all fours. So just have a little check here that your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. And we're going to tuck the pelvis under, around the back. Separate your shoulder blades and look down. Pull the spine. Pelvis is tucking under. We're going to open it out the other way, just gently. We're just squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. Pelvis is looking up to the sky yourself. And we're going to do this with breath. So we're breathing in when we're looking up. And then exhale, folding it over. Lovely. And then breathing in, looking back up. And exhale, folding it forward. And up. Really nice. And then from here, you just gently roll your ribcage round the circle. Good. And you can take your hand with you if you wish to. And change the right. Really nice. Good. Moving the hips, whatever feels best for you. Maybe rolling it around the shoulders a bit more. You can just kind of like enjoy this space and like stretch anywhere that you really feel like you want that extra bit of stretch going in. And then when you're ready, come back to the neutral spine. You're going to tuck your toes under at the back. Push your foot back over the top of your feet, then straighten out your legs, taking your legs nice and straight, so you're in your downward dog. And just walk through one leg at a time. So bending one knee, pushing the ankle down one at a time, feeling the stretch all down the back of the leg. Lovely. Really nice. And see if we can maybe straighten them legs and push your arms towards your toes. You might even be able to push your ankles down to the floor, at the same time trying to tilt your pelvis up and out, so your tailbone is trying to reach up to the sky. No easy thing, this move. Constantly pushing in a different direction. Lovely. Take yourself up onto your tippy toes, round over that, and just take yourself down into your plank position. I'm a little bit further forward than I need to be. Make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders, and then you're pulling your shoulders back. Lovely. From here, we're going to bend the arms, taking it down close to the floor, and then pushing into your cobra position. You can take this to a smaller one, pushing your hips into the floor. Okay. Good. Line yourself back down onto the floor, and then I want you to kind of like slide your chest along the floor, and then take yourself down into child's pose. So I'm just kind of sliding my chest all along the floor, and then bringing my foot back down on top of my ankles. Taking it back up, and then straight back onto our all fours, and we're going to do our breathing again. And then exhale, folding it over. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, folding it over. Lovely. One more. Lovely. Good. Take yourself back to a neutral spine. Take your butt over your ankles, straighten out the legs. I'm going to take myself back through that downward dog position. Lovely. And again, see if you can get your ankles down to the floor. See if you, while your ankles are pushing down to the floor, see if you can tilt your pelvis. The tailbone is trying to come up to the sky. Good. And then take yourself onto your tippy toes. Roll yourself forward into your full plank position. My hands slightly forward. And then bend the arms, take it down to the floor, and then lifting yourself up. Squeezing your back muscles. Lovely. Good. Take yourself down. Keep your elbows in, and you're going to like push with your hands. Slide your chest all around the floor. Keeping it as close to the floor and taking yourself into that child's pose again. Lovely. Good. Really nice. Hold it there. Just breathing. Letting yourself relax. Lifting yourself back up, taking yourself into all fours. We're going to do one more breath here. Breathing it in, looking it up, arching the back, and then rounding it over. Exhale, pushing through the shoulder blades. Opening it back up. Exhale, out. And once more, opening it up. Lovely. Under. One more run through. Pushing your foot over the top of your feet, straightening out the legs. And then we're in that downward dog position, pushing the ankles to the floor, tilting the pelvis up, feeling the stretch all down the back of the leg, pushing through the shoulders as well. Really nice. Lift up onto your tippy toes. Pull yourself rounding the back to take yourself into your plank position. So you've got your shoulders, nice long neck, pulling them shoulders back and down. Bend the arms, slowly down, close to the floor, and then gently lifting it up. Squeezing your back muscles. Good. Bring your chest down. And this, I think this is my favourite bit of it. Pushing your hands in to the floor. Slide your chest, bending your knees. Keeping your chest as close to the floor as you can. And then landing in your child's pose position as before. Pushing your shoulders down. No. Really nice. Good. And then from here, take yourself Back up onto all fours, and then lifting one knee forward. I want you to place your knee so it's starting to face forward, sliding your back knee back so you're landing in your kind of like pigeon pose. I want you to keep your hips square. I keep my foot quite close to my pelvis, but this is because I struggle to get my foot further away. If you'd like to make it more challenging, you can take your foot all the way up to where your knee becomes a right angle. So you can take your foot out, but you notice how much I've had to twist and open my hips out to the side. My hips don't like this move. To get this move, I would need to then bring my foot up so that my hip becomes square to the front. So I can use a little cushion, so a little prop. I might be able to get my foot slightly further ahead if I use my prop to get my hips forward. But if you prefer, you can just bring your foot closer. So whatever feels right for you. I've always really struggled with this position. It's not easy, but other people get to it like this. I don't even know how they do it. Some people just have flexibility. So keeping your hips as square as you can to the front, keeping that knee facing forward, and we're just going to fold ourselves forward. So just folding ourselves over our front knee. And from here, you'll be feeling the stretch in your hip, and as you go forward, you might feel it more in your butt cheek on your bent leg. So I've got my left knee bent to the front, so it's my left butt cheek that I'm feeling it in. Breathing it through. Feel tension, so feeling tension in your butt cheek, feeling tension in your hips. I want you to don't almost like visualize your breath going to that area. So breathing it in. Feeling the breath going directly to that area. My butt cheek. I'm visualizing my breath going there. I actually really like to think of like my breath as a colour. So think of it as like whatever colour it wants. For me, it's nearly always blue or gold, whichever one I'm in the mood for. But any colour is the right colour for you. Whatever colour you want to envisage it as, it's a perfect colour. Lovely, really nice here. One more breath here. Lovely, and back up. That's what we really do. Lovely. From here, I want you to take your back leg, just easing it back into position, and then you're going to take it in front of you. Okay. I'm going to shuffle around. You don't need to turn in any direction. I'm just going to shuffle so it's easier for you to follow. I want you to take, my left knee is bent, the same one that I had forward in my pigeon stretch. I'm going to take my right foot over the top of that knee. I've got like my legs almost crossing over. And then from here, I want you to just twist yourself over to the side. Nothing too strenuous, just opening it up slightly. You might feel a stretch in your right butt cheek if you've got your right leg on top. That stretch coming down here. I don't need to do it too much. I'm just trying to twist myself open so that my chest is starting to open up to the side a little bit more. Perfect. One more breath here. Exhale. Really nice. Take yourself back to the front. We're going to do the same thing again, but this time I'm going to twist it round a little bit further and take my elbow across the opposite knee. And then by here, I can really push on my arm to start twisting right from the middle of my back. So I'm twisting here, right from the middle. I can twist round. I can get a lot further round because I'm pushing on my elbow towards that knee. So big deep breath in. And again. One more breath here. And then coming back to center. Lovely. Untangle your legs. And we're going to take the other knee forward. So I'm going to take myself into pigeon pose again. I'm going to twist this way so I can keep it in style. And then you're going to take that knee forward, so knees facing forward, keeping them hips square to the front, towards that front knee, and then sliding your back knee down, trying to get your hips close to the floor. So hips close to the floor. And again, you're welcome to grab a cushion, pop it under your butt cheek, to give yourself that little bit extra support. Or if you want to make this more challenging, you can take your foot further out to the side. So you might take it here or here. But if you're in them positions, make sure that your hips are still facing forward. This actually feels okay with my foot slightly further out. Better on one side than the other, but I'm still going to bring it in. I still get more from it if I keep the hips. Lovely. So just holding it in this position, you might be feeling it quite a lot in this hip at the beginning, and then as we fold forward, it comes a little bit further round into the foot. So folding yourself forward, just leaning yourself over that front leg, taking yourself down. You might be able to get your forehead all the way down to the floor. Lovely. And just feeling the stretch, feeling where the tension is in your body. Breathing through it. And again, I really like to visualize my breath directing it to that exact area which feels tense. And then as I exhale, feel the breath go into that area. I just feel like the muscles slightly tingle and melt away some of the tension. Just by that visualizing of the breath, it just seems to make such a difference for me. Yeah. One more breath there. Lovely. And then bring them hands back up, pulling yourself back up so you're in your normal. And then bring your leg that was at the back, so mine's my left leg, bring that round so it comes in front. So I'm going to cross my foot over that knee. So my left knee is over, my left foot is over my right knee. And to begin with, I don't need to go twist round loads. I'm just going to start to open up to the front or to the side. So I'm just starting to open up. Don't need to do massive amounts, just starting to twist open a little bit more. Good. And then taking it back to your forward. And then this time we're going to take it a little bit more intense. So taking your elbow to the opposite side of that knee, so you can really push on your knee. So my right elbow is going over my left knee. And then I'm going to open out, bring my hand back, and then really push on this to really twist further around. It's a real lovely twist in the back. It's really good for you. You can even look all the way back to the room, so you twist it all the way around from front to back. And you should feel the stretch intensified in this butt cheek as well. It's not as easy to do inhales of breath because obviously our lungs are twisted a little bit in this position, but doing it as deep as you can. Rolling up through the spine. One more breath. Lovely. And then unravel yourself, de-pretzel yourself, so taking that leg back. I want you to land in cross leg, facing back at the front. Lovely, good. And then from here, we're just going to end our little session with some rolls in our shoulders. So bringing the shoulders back up, inhaling it in. Exhale, pull the shoulders back and down. Inhale, breathing it in. Exhale, bring it back and down. Good, lovely. So we've had a lovely movement in the shoulders, in the back, a little bit of a stretch in the hips and in your butt cheeks as well. How did you find it? Let me unmute you guys. How was it for you?
It was good.
Yeah? Good.
Oh, it was a nice gentle stretch for the day.
Yeah, I try and make the afternoon sessions a little bit more gentle, but I must admit this one was perhaps a little bit more intense than the ones I've done previously. Before they've been like really like smooth, like you could basically do it when you've just woken up or just about to go to bed. But I thought this one's quite nice with a little bit of push up coming down as well. Just helped to tone us as well, and nice little flow of movement.
It was nice. I enjoyed it. This is my first like afternoon stretch, so it's good.
Yeah. Good, good. Well, hopefully it helps you feel rejuvenated and perhaps a little fresher, or just nice to have moved your body, ready to take on the afternoon, whatever you guys are up to, probably working from home, maybe more makeup tutorials. Oh, let me pop so you can see one another. What are you up to today, Gabby? You working this afternoon or chilling?
Yeah, no, I carry on working basically. I just took a quick break to come and
Good.
do this, and then yeah, back to work.
Back to work now. Right, well, enjoy your afternoons, guys, and I will catch up with you at another session, maybe this evening, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, whenever. But take care. See you later, guys. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.